I want to discuss, since I didn't really discuss it because I don't think it merited as much discussion as it did, and this is this whole thing with the white supremacists marching, and the way the media handles it, the way social media handles it, the way it's just, I mean, like Kevin, your Facebook page. I mean, how many posts did you make about this?
I'd say maybe between 2 and 4.
4 or 5, I would say. Easily. I mean, like this. Okay, so this is like your take. Okay, I'm gonna read you. This is why I think it's kind of silly about this. All right, this is from your Facebook page, Kevin. I encourage people to make their own posts renouncing Nazis/racism, the Confederacy, and the Nazi incidents in Charlottesville this week. Besides letting people know where you stand, it's a great way to find out who on your friends list is a racist based on how comfortable they are with your posts and the bizarre objections they may comment. From there, you may try to enlighten them, or you may choose to unfriend them or unfollow, or do nothing. It's up to you, but now you know. And knowing is half the battle. They usually use the same handful of generic talking points they use, so collect them all. PPS, clean up your friends list and take out the trash. Bro, do you honestly think that you and like me and stuff would have like knuckle-dragging racists, like white supremacists on our Facebook pages? Who do you know that has that?
My Facebook page is open to people, you know what I mean? So when I post stuff like that,
you add everybody.
People will comment. People will comment things like, oh, and they'll, make either racist comments or, you know what I mean, comments. They're just like, well, wait a minute, they're not, Nazism was invented by, or the KKK was invented by the Democratic Party, and they just have all these stupid talking points to put over why the Confederacy is so important or why not the Nazi concepts are so important.
Where are you seeing this? Where are you seeing posts like this? Where do you? I mean, are these posts? Are you talking about posts or posts that you've actually seen on your page?
Yeah, I've seen posts like that on my page, and I've seen posts like that on people I'm friends with, like people I know personally. In the comments, people will write stuff like that.
Well, here's the thing that I think is the problem with this whole thing, is that for the past, since, I'm 49 years old, I've never seen anything in our educational system where everything we learn, everything that we're taught, everything we see on the news, everything we see, where that points to where Nazism is a good thing, or racism is an avenue which we should, like a path you'd want to go down. Everybody and their mother in this country understands that the negativity of racism and the negativity of Nazism. So when you have a small, very small little group of people like this, and they're going to go have a rally.
Well, they don't seem that small.
They're
like
considerably
your boy Milo,
small.
You brag about your boy Milo's numbers that he does and stuff, and he's going to sell all these books.
Milo's not a white. Well, see, that's your reading because Milo's not a white supremacist. And I disagree with Milo on this.
You can call it alt-right if you want, but back in the day they just called them Nazis.
Well, first of all, Milo's not. Second of all, Milo's not an alt-right person because alt-right hates Milo. Okay, so you're not reading up on your stuff. But here's the point. Okay,
because they're all
only
just
time
the same trash. It doesn't matter to me whether it's the recycling bin or the trash. They're all just trash.
That's my point. Why do we give these people a forum on television to we'll cover this?
Because
the media knows
murdered someone. Because someone
they didn't murder somebody
by
before
Nazis in America in 2017, and 17
no, Kevin.
people were injured.
That's where I'm blaming.
What?
I'm saying that the media is kind of culpable in this situation because, bro, if you have racists on your Twitter, what do you usually do? You block them, which means you ignore them. Which means you can't ignore them and block them. Okay, so what would be what do you think the proper course of action when you have idiots like this that are walking around chanting?
Rally in 2017 and someone was killed. You can't ignore that. That's
bro, that's not. No. It's not that the person was killed. The person was killed because the media pointed out that they were going to have a rally, so everyone, all these other knuckleheads, would show up. What do you think is going to happen at a rally like this? You got a bunch of retards walking around chanting "Heil Trump" like a bunch of morons. They're probably inbreds. They're probably rednecks, and there's not a lot of them. Was it like a couple hundred tops? Or even we haven't even seen the numbers. It's not like we've had million-woman march rallies, million-man march rallies, like significant rallies of people, and you get a handful of these schmucks, and we're putting them on TV and giving them a public forum when really they should just be out of the woods and not be heard by anybody.
Trump didn't help anything by going in there and kind of giving tacit approval to racist groups to do whatever they wanted.
Explain how did he do that?
Well, if you see a guy in the audience, just punch him in the face. I'll get you out of jail.
It's Hughesy. Hello.
In the face, I'll get you out of jail. Hey, I think
I'll pay you legal fees. I mean it.
I'll go, and so you're in. Hey, if somebody gets arrested, it's okay if he hits his head against the roof. You don't got to put his head down. I made the greatest political speech the Boy Scouts ever heard. Not true. I heard, bro, and not only that, it took him 2 days to finally come out and say racism is evil after all that he got.
Conan, I really lose a lot of respect for your
I don't give a fuck
ability to reason.
You lose respect for me or not.
Because let me tell you something. All right, he came out and said right off the bat, all hate should be condemned. Right. Okay, so this is on. Let me point out what happened, what the media did here, and how guys like you fall right into the trap, okay? The media knows what's going to, the media, 100% listen to this, okay? Let me say that you can comment on it, whatever. Okay, the media knows that racism draws ratings because they're still talking about it today on the news, all right? A hate group is going to have a rally. A hate group is going to have a rally, okay?
Right.
Well, bro, exists. Let me tell you, so does the NAMBLA exists too. The North American Man Boy Love Association. It's got like 1,000 members.
Well, you would know about that.
But it's irrelevant. No, I'm just saying it exists, but it's irrelevant unless we put them on TV. Trump immediately tweeted out and said, hey, all forms of hate should be thing. They kept talking about it, and now they're saying, wait a minute, you didn't specifically say Nazis and white supremacists. When really, does it really need to be said? Do we actually think that the president is endorsing these idiots walking around with doing Seacow, or is the media making it sound like that? Oh, it took them so long to. Then he comes out and says, "Yeah, about these people were repugnant, KKK and white supremacists, and like all they would say, why is it? Oh, this is all the media creation." He already said when the first thing came out, all hate groups should be condemned, which is common sense. Why do we have to keep repeating common sense over for people to hear it?
Okay, Glenn.
Go ahead.
We all know that the media sensationalizes everything. They're here for ratings, not to inform. Mm-hmm. All right. So we already know that, and of course, racism and Nazis and all, are still today things that get people upset. To you, maybe you think there's not that many because you're not the one that has to worry about them. To other people that may, and they see shit like this is still going on in 2017 in the most multicultural, multiracial nation we've ever had, just seems ignorant. But there's ignorant people out there all over. So when Trump, who has been, connected to the alt-right, to, Spencer, what's the other guy, Bannon, all these guys, you have to come out and disassociate yourself from racists because you've had some sort of connection with them, whether it's true or not. So that's why I had to come out and clarify that.
And he's never ever.
Well, I think
that's funny to you.
Ever.
I think what we're doing is we're ignoring common sense here. If he comes out and says right off the bat, all hate groups should be condemned, of course this is ridiculous. And then because the media keeps pushing the narrative, these people should never even have been on television. Period. Okay, the media has created a whole ratings bonanza off this. Okay, by putting these people on TV, and you can't argue that that's what this has done. The more they're ignored, the less you hear of them.
It's almost like you say, racism is a media creation, bro. I'm Latino, so I've lived it.
No.
Outside of wrestling.
No.
The hate
racism
groups,
is not immediate. They do exist. We should be ignoring them. That's my point.
No, we should not be ignoring them. That's my point.
I will disagree with you that 100%.
Okay, good. I agree with you. I agree with your...
If we keep bringing it up, it keeps getting talked about. People keep drawing lines in the sand.
So if we ignore it, it'll just go away?